I'm Liz Lay. I was a member of the Shakespeare at Winedale classes of 2004 and 2006. One word to use to describe Shakespeare at Winedale and the whole experience, that word would be community. One of my favorite Winedale memories comes from the summer of 2004. 2004 was for us a summer of rain. And at lunch one day, we learned from our poem of the day book that that exact date, was the 395th anniversary of the actual real storm that inspired the Tempest, or the plot of the Tempest. And we were performing the Tempest that night. And so that was already like a really special kind of feeling, a connection with the history of that play. But that night, a massive thunderstorm rolled into Winedale, and it knocked out all the power, and it stranded the audience members that had already arrived for the play. So we went ahead and performed it in the rain, in our own storm, in the dark, because we didn't have any lights, except for a couple of flashlights and the headlights from James's car that he pulled around to the front of the barn. And this was way before we all had smartphones. And so there was nothing, there were no little personal flashlights that we could use. The backstage of the barn was completely pitch black. And it was a real challenge to get in and out of like soaking wet tights to change costumes quickly, back and forth in the dark. But I can't tell you how cool it was to perform the Tempest in a Tempest on the date of the Tempest. And it's a story that feels like it's too good to be true, but it really happened, and it was magical, and I will never forget that night. I think the ways that Shakespeare at Winedale has impacted me the most are that, once you get a taste of what a team really feels like, not just a team, but like, if there was a better word for team, like a family that really loved each other and that really inspired each other and just got stuff done in a way that was just awesome, then I think that's something you never stop looking for. And you never stop trying to create and cultivate in your own world. And I think the other thing that I would say would be the concept of there being no rehearsals, only play and performance, is something that continues to challenge me and to inspire me. And that carries over just to every aspect of life. And I guess the last thing, we're just some really great friends. It's been 18 years since my first summer, and I'm still in touch with almost every member of that class, and I'm just delighted to see them. And it feels so great when two or more of us get together and it feels like the gang's back together. And that's, I hope to keep seeing these people for as long as I can.